Bitcoin's price today is fluctuating around $107,880, slightly higher after defending the support zone of $106,107,000. The rebound is occurring against the backdrop of traders assessing whale movements, net outflows, and a rare Bollinger warning that previously preceded an important cycle reversal. Bitcoin's price is stabilized above the $106,000 mark, where the intersection of the 200-day moving average and the ascending trend line reaches the mid-channel support zone. The daily chart shows repeated defenses of this green zone since May, preserving the overall bullish structure despite aggressive selling at the beginning of this week. Parabolic SAR points and the super trend indicator maintain a bearish trend, with resistance located around $119,120,000, and the upper resistance zone at $126,000 limiting medium-term growth potential. RC has recovered from an area close to oversold to a value of 45, indicating early recovery momentum. A daily close above $110,000 will signify short-term structural recovery. Analysts believe that $104,000 will be a decisive factor for Bitcoin's price. Holding above this level preserves the upward trend, while a decisive breakout downward could open a deeper correction to the $98,000 area. On-chain data has attracted attention after insider tracking showed that a large Bitcoin whale transferred $320 million to a new address. As analyst Ted Pillows noted, just a few days ago, 2,000 BX were transferred from the same address to Coinbase, after which Bitcoin dropped $8,000 in one day. Market observers fear that another round of distribution could intensify pressure on current levels. Whale selling patterns have historically coincided with local highs, especially when accompanied by a decrease in net inflow. Traders are now monitoring whether the latest transfer signals profit-taking or internal rebalancing after the recent slump. Although whale movements create short-term uncertainty, order book data shows limited panic selling, indicating that retail trader positions remain largely intact. The broader question for traders is whether the $107,000 zone can absorb these large transfers without triggering new liquidation cascades. Payables exchange data indicates a net outflow of $38.4 million on October 19, significantly less than last week when there was a significant outflow of $1.6 billion. The weakening of outflows signals early stabilization of exchange activity and may indicate bottom formation after aggressive distribution at the beginning of the month. Bitcoin's price today still closely correlates with these trends. Sustained outflows typically contribute to recovery as investors move assets to self-custody. However, sporadic whale deposits, like those observed this week, could quickly change sentiments if selling resumes. Analysts note that sustained daily net outflows exceeding $100 million will confirm the resumption of accumulation. Currently, the balance between whale movements and declining exchange flows keeps Bitcoin in a consolidation phase. A new comment by John Bollinger, the creator of Bollinger Bands, has reignited debates about Bitcoin's cyclical position. Bollinger stated that soon, perhaps, it will be time to pay attention to this, referring to the forming W-shaped bottom figures on Ethereum and Solana charts, the same ones that preceded the previous doubling of Bitcoin's price. Although Bollinger did not directly include Bitcoin in his signal, traders interpret his remark as a potential early hint that major altcoins are bottoming, which is often a precursor to the next stage of Bitcoin's growth. Historically, similar Bollinger statements have marked turning points. If Bitcoin's price exceeds $119,000, it will confirm alignment with the middle line of Bollinger Bands, which is usually seen as early confirmation of bullish control resumption. Bitcoin's short-term price forecast remains neutral or cautiously bullish. Upside targets $110,000, $116,000, and $119,000 if momentum persists. Downside levels $106,000, $104,000, and $98,000 as key defense zones. Supertrend reversal is only confirmed above $119,000. Technical indicators are sending early rebound signals, but confirmation requires a breakout above the 20-day exponential moving average. Until then, the price remains in range with a slight upward trend. Bitcoin's short-term outlook depends on whether buyers can defend the $107,000 base, dealing with uncertainty caused by whales. Blockchain data shows outflow stabilization, suggesting possible easing of seller pressure. If the demand block at $106,107,000 holds for a week, Bitcoin could retest the resistance line of $116,119,000 with potential to rise to $122,000 upon momentum acceleration. Conversely, a close below $104,000 will likely trigger a deeper correction to the $98,000 area before recovery attempts resume. Michael Saylor once again gave the crypto community a reason to talk about his company's strategy. Last Sunday, the entrepreneur posted a chart from Saylor Bitcoin Tracker on the social network X, showing Bitcoin purchases throughout the company's history. The chart shows that Strategy currently owns more than 640,000 Bitcoin. This volume is valued at approximately $69 billion at current market prices. The average purchase price is about $74,000 per coin. Therefore, the company's profitability is more than 45% of the total cost of assets. Saylor gave a rather intriguing comment to his chart: "The most important orange point is always the next point." This sparked a wave of discussions among investors. The community perceived this hint as a harbinger of a new purchase. Previously, similar mysterious publications had already served as a signal of upcoming acquisitions. Last week, Strategy indeed increased its reserves by 220 Bitcoin, valued at $27.2 million. According to data from Bitcoin Treasuries, Net, Strategy remains the largest corporate organization investing in Bitcoin. The company controls about 2.5% of all Bitcoin in circulation. This figure exceeds the combined reserves of the 15 largest public companies and mining enterprises. Second place in terms of asset volume is occupied by Mora Holdings with 53,250 Bitcoin. In third position is Acoxy with 43,514 Bitcoin. In total, the largest public companies own more than 900,000 Bitcoin. Among them, Riot Platforms, CleanSpark, Coinbase, and Tesla also stand out. Despite market pressure and a drop in capitalization recently, the largest institutional players on the market are not abandoning their strategy. They continue to view Bitcoin as one of the significant strategic financial assets.